Have you ever applied your mature makeup, looked in the mirror and thought, ooh, this looks worse. Same makeup, same routine, but something has changed. You are not alone, and you're not imagining it. Our skin has changed, and we need to make some changes. Today, I'm going to show you 5 things that have changed, 5 easy things that you can do to fix it and have your makeup looking smooth and beautiful again. Hi, I'm Dawn from Just Doing My Best. If we haven't met yet, I am so glad that you're here. I'm 58, and I really think every birthday is a new surprise. Ever since I went over 50, oh my gosh. And we need to make some changes. We're going to cover those things today. Now, as I'm going through this, I'm going to link a few videos up here at the top. If you missed those, go through the entire video and then go ahead and rewind it a little bit and you can catch those, whichever ones you want. I will also link those videos and the products that I'm using down in the description below. Let's get started. First thing that's happening to our skin is our skin is drier than it used to be. Now, even at 58, I have oily skin, but this under eye area is a problem. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add some more hydration. We're going to do that in 2 ways. Remember when we were in our 20s? Skincare. Who needs skincare? I can worry about that when I'm older. Guess what? Older is here. So the drier our skin is, then all of that makeup is just going to settle into those fine lines. It's going to make everything look pronounced. Your pores are going to look larger. Everything is just going to settle in. It's going to make your skin and your makeup look really bad. Use whatever skincare you want, whatever works for you. When you see things recommended, add it to your routine. Maybe take something else out. You judge. This is what I'm using lately as the very last step before I apply makeup. This is a glazing milk. If you've never heard of a glazing milk, you're not alone. I've talked about this quite a bit on my Facebook and Instagram at Just Doing My Best. You don't need a lot of this. This is very lightweight hydration. It really plumps the skin and nourishes. The other thing that this does is it grips your makeup. So not only is it plumping your skin, making it look better, which in turn makes your makeup look better, but it also helps your makeup stay on all day long, and you do not need a lot of this. I'm gonna use a dime size amount for my skin. That's all I need. Now that I've applied this, my skin is plump, it's hydrated, it's nourished, my makeup will stay on all day long. It's a little tacky. Remember I said it's going to grip the makeup. This is your last step before applying makeup. The only other thing that I'm going to do before I apply my foundation is I'm going to add an under eye balm. If you have followed me here before, you know I love an under eye balm. So many people send me messages and say, I need a new concealer. My concealer is too drying. You do not need a new concealer. What you need is an under eye balm. One swipe and this immediately fills in all of the fine lines, all of the texture underneath your eyes. Now your concealer has no place to go. Now my foundation will be smooth and so will my concealer. The second problem that we usually see is our makeup caking and creasing. That's usually caused by using too much product. And again, I get it. I feel like as I get older, I just want to keep covering up things and keep covering up things, and I'm just caking it on. Here is one of my very favorite ways to make sure that I don't have too much product on my face. I apply my foundation to the back of my hand. Then I take my makeup brush, I work it into the brush, and I apply it from there. That way I can stand back, I can look, and I can see, do I need to apply more in certain spots? I really go for a My Skin But Better application. This helps a lot. I do the exact same thing with my concealer. You can watch an entire foundation video right here where I just go through a beautiful, smooth foundation that lasts all day long. This tip also helps to make sure that you don't have too much product on your face. And by far, I think this is one of my very favorite makeup tips. If you take nothing away from this video, do this. Once your foundation and your concealer are on, spray your face, with a makeup setting spray. I love this one. It will be linked down in the description below. No alcohol, it's sweat proof, it's fantastic. Then I take a makeup sponge and all I'm doing is tapping this setting spray, especially in my problem areas. The setting spray is setting my foundation and my concealer, and the sponge is picking up excess product. Any extra concealer or foundation that can just misbehave later on in the day. Look at all that extra foundation and concealer. Now I don't have to worry about it all creasing later on. The third tip I have for you is it's important to pay attention to the correct formula for your skin type. We are older, we have wrinkles, we have texture, we have fine lines, age spots. When you choose full coverage, almost always, not a guaranteed science, but almost always, full coverage is really going to dry down thick. It's going to look cakey and it's going to emphasize all of the things that we're going to want to cover. Look for serum foundation, serum concealer. I have 3 drugstore serum concealers in this video here that are beautiful on mature skin. We want to look for light to medium coverage. That's going to give you a beautiful buildable formula. You can add a little bit more, stand back, maybe I need a little bit more right here. You can add a little bit more full coverage. It's very difficult to do that. Serum foundation is generally going to give you something a little bit more hydrating, but very nourishing. This one here, the Revolution Skin Silk, says Radiant Satin Finish, which means that it's not too shimmery. Anything that's very luminous, very shimmery, that's going to really emphasize fine lines and texture, things like that. A satin finish is going to give you a beautiful skin-like finish, but it's not going to be too much. So serum consistencies, light to medium, buildable, those are the things that you want to look for on the label. And I will link these down in the description below. Too much powder can definitely age you. I do like to powder. My 58-year-old skin, very oily. I do get a lot of shine. Here's how I do it strategically. But if you want to set your under eye concealer not using any powder at all, I shared a great tip in this video here, so you can watch that. All I'm doing is I'm picking up just a little bit of powder, packing it into the brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm starting up here. And the key is I'm going to powder, but I'm not adding any more to the brush. Now I set my concealer, I set my foundation, I won't have any shine, I won't have a lot of cakiness, that powder is not settling or aging me. But again, if you don't want to use powder at all, be sure to watch that video. Tip number 5, why our makeup looks worse. Have you noticed that your face is falling? Do not even get me started. Everything is falling these days. So it's so important where we place our makeup. I have 2 great tips for you in this area. First is your blush. When you apply your blush, we can't do this anymore. And then apply it on the apples of our cheeks because our cheeks are falling. In this video here, I really went into a lot of really great detail about keeping your blush up. Basically, you want to imagine that there's an imaginary line that goes straight across your face, and you want all of your blush to be above that line and up. So go in an upwards direction. Have you noticed that your eye makeup can really age you? Here's a great tip for that. Put a little bit of your concealer on the back of your hand. Not a lot, not even half as much as you used underneath your eyes. Take your concealer brush and just tap lightly. You don't need much here. And then go right in the corner of your eye, going up aiming toward your temple. This cleans up that eye makeup. So if you got a little heavy-handed when you were applying your eye makeup, this really cleans it up toward the temple, drawing the eye and your face back up again. If your makeup has been looking worse over 50, it's probably not your makeup. It's probably just that no one told us how many changes we're going to have to deal with as we get older and what to do to fix it. If this was helpful, I hope you'll like and subscribe. Come over and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Just Doing My Best and let me know which one of these tips was the most helpful. And if you want to see a full step-by-step tutorial on eye balm underneath your eyes, color corrector, and concealer, watch this video next. Go out today and be blessed and do your best.